amazing. You guys are amazing. And I am so pleasured that you could be enjoying me on this beautiful November 11th, 2017. Yes, we have an entertainment-packed episode today. And I assure you that your entertainment gauge is going to go boing. And I assure you that your entertainment thermometer is going to burst out mercury all over your hands. It's going to be a mess, but a mess of goodness. And yeah, you're going to want to lick that spoon after you're done. You know what I'm saying? I want to quickly give a shout out to one of our own, Tyler Harris, who's a crew member here. He is currently undergoing plastic surgery on his face. We hope you make it through it all right. If you're watching this, Tyler, we're all praying for you. We know that you're a private man, so I'm not going to go into specifics on that. And I just want you to know that with everything that can go wrong in surgery, that you need now more than ever all of us to pray for you and root for you and be here for as a support. And we just hope that you make a speedy recovery, and when you return next week, hopefully, that you have a beautiful nose, beautiful chin, and we're all going to really admire your face. So for our first feature today, I have a previously recorded interview with Gavin. So let's have a listen.
Round 1.
So nice to have you here with us again today. How's it going, my man?
Well, it's going pretty good. I'd say it's going swell.
So I wanted to ask you a question. I know it's not your expertise, but I respect your opinion so much. I wanted to know, what do you think about what they call black holes, or, gravitational pull in...
You're coming in awfully bad. What was that one more time?
Yeah. So what do you think about black holes and the outer space and gravity pull, if that even relates?
Well, so I think what people think is actually true, but it's actually wrong. Let's see. It's like a really complicated question. Can we come back to that one later?
Sure, man. So let's talk about your sister Brandy and your brother-in-law Brad and their recent engagement to be divorced. Tell me about how that's affecting you. How are you handling that? It's going to be messy. I think we all expect that based on all of...
How do you know about that?
Oh, well, just chatter, word of mouth. These things are always messy. They always bleed out. They always get out there into the public domain.
Did Brandy tell you about this?
Oh, no. I just think that it might have actually been partly your conversation earlier on the phone, talking to someone. Based on what you were saying, I deduced what they were saying, and based on what they were saying, I felt like it met the profile of your sister Brandy, based on what I've seen. Just, on Facebook, checking on Facebook. I check you out on Facebook, man, just trying to keep on top of things. I really love what you say, and I try to make sure that I'm on top of every development in your life on Facebook. I'm a good Facebook friend, and going on to her Facebook, I see that she has a lot of resentment, a lot of bitterness about it, and I understand. Whenever you have a divorce, it goes both ways, and Brad, I know he's going for full custody of the kids, and it's just going to be messy, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people overlook. It's not just the two people involved in the marriage separating that it affects, but it affects everyone around them, all of their loved ones, and like the parents, the brothers and sisters, and children, and actually always affects the children the most, in my opinion. And that's a travesty, really. But you know what? You can't shelter kids all their lives, and they need to learn real life lessons. And this is a good lesson in the hard knocks. But I just think that it's something
Are you stalking me, Trevor?
Oh, I don't want you to think that at all, man. I just think sometimes I don't even have time to keep up to date with what you're doing.
It certainly sounds like you're stalking me.
Oh, if when you say stalking, if you mean I really love what you say, and I want to keep up to date with what's going on in your life, then yeah, hell yeah. Sometimes it's just like, I don't even want to intrude on you. And I think it's more out of respect for you that I just, stay in the peripheral. You know what I mean? Like, I just go on Facebook and I'm like going on seeing, oh, what's going on with Gavin today? Oh, this is, a terrible development. I want to know, how is it affecting you? And then much more than that, how is that affecting all of the people around too? Because that's an extension of you too. And it's going to be a messy thing. Your sister's kind of the B word, but not that she's a bad person. She likes to party and have a good time and all that. But on the other hand, Brad, I think he's going after full custody out of also a vindictiveness, and these things never work out. You need reciprocity between the two, and you need a mutuality. Looks like we lost Gavin. I've since reached out to Gavin, left several voicemail messages, and haven't heard back for comment. I think maybe there's something wrong with his phone, and maybe his internet too, because I've messaged him on Facebook several times, and he hasn't been able to respond. Something wrong maybe with his phone. I think it's technological, and maybe not internet, because I could see that he's, how you could see if they see and read the message. I could see that he read the message, but hasn't responded. And so I think maybe there's a technological problem there, and we'll just give him some time to get that fixed, and we look forward to his return on the show next time.
Round 2.
When Grandmama...
Tonight on T-North's special report, is he a man of peaceful activism and love, or a man of terrorism and murder? This is a T-North exclusive special report.
violent holes that penetrate deep into Carmen's surface.
A man whose life is on the line, facing charges that could put him away for many years if found guilty. Is he a radical eco-terrorist, as some claim, or a passionate lover of Mother Nature? I had the opportunity to interview Corey Nastics earlier last month. I wanted to ask you about a whole litany of subjects, but let's start out with your book you have released this year entitled Carmen, A Love Story by Corey Nastics. For the viewers at home, explain, what is Carmen?
Carmen and I have found mutuality together. I am married to her. She is married to many.
Unlike most who merely live on the world, Corey was quick to explain his unique relationship with Mother Nature and a world he endearingly calls Carmen. In your book, on chapter 4, you describe your grandma passing away and how you buried her on your own property. Tell us about that.
Well, when Grandma passed, it was joyous. It was something that I enjoyed because she had done something that I had not done. And
what was that?
Well, she had died, and I am not dead. And when she died, I returned her to Carmen, and Carmen embraced her with open arms, and she received her, and she took her back into herself, and she became one with her. And this is something that they share, this unity, that is something that I share with Carmen, but I don't share with my grandma. But my grandma shared with Carmen.
Few could deny that Corey has a level of connectivity to Mother Nature unparalleled by the average human. It is spiritual for him, and that's the touching thing that I saw. But critics will claim he has a real dark side and faces charges of murder, triple murder. I asked him about it. You and 2 other individuals connected with a known eco-terrorist organization allegedly sabotaged some logging equipment that may or may not have contributed to the death of 3 individuals. What do you have to say about that?
I've done that, yes, I have done that.
At first glance, most people would write off Corey as a far-left extremist or outright lunatic. But the more I listened to Corey's message, the more I saw his beautiful soul, whose marriage to Carmen was being challenged.
In a manner of speaking, the terrorism would be only true if the terror was not done upon those terrorizing. And so to not terrorize the terrorizer would be terrifying.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. I really appreciate everything that you shared with me and all your passion, and you actually do a lot of good.
Well, you can do good, and you can do gooder. And I always choose gooder over good.
You just have so much passion, and you love Carmen. It's obvious that you are a free spirit, and no one should shackle you. And I want you to stay free.
I will.
Corey is a member of an environmental group that stands accused of sabotaging logging equipment in the Tillamook Forest last spring. The resulting equipment failure may have contributed to the death of 3 loggers.
What is that?
Oh, hi. I didn't realize we're on already. Well, Factoro, this is the Fact Chucker 1-2. And I'm so pleased I found it at a flea market in Eugene today. And unfortunately, it's not working right now. But I'm hoping if I tweak it around a little bit, that by the end of this next segment, I should have it running again. I think it just needs, like, its calipers changed or something. So I'll just keep working on this, and I'll see you after this next segment.
Life is full of toils and struggle, but every so often, oh, how it pays off. A colossal trophy. That is one for the photo album. Titus Doogle here with another helpful household tip. We all have them. Little nose boogies that want to come out and play. Whether old or young, the same is true. There are only 2 types of people in this world. Those who eat it, and those who save it for later. No need to pig out. Good boy. Discipline is a virtue. Place the boogie inside a plastic baggie to encapsulate it for freshness. Now that it's in a baggie, it should keep fresh and moist. But to be certain, you may add a couple drops from the kitchen faucet. You may now rest assured of your boogie's freshness and moistness for months. It's really that simple. Indeed, you will amass quite a large collection. What about the other people, though? Others may have envy. Others may covet your beautiful collection. Others may try to take your boogies. How will you protect your nose equity? Have no fear. There are many clever places to conceal your collection around the house. A living room rug, for instance. Lift a corner of the rug and place your baggie underneath. Still not safe enough for you? That's okay. I have a solution that will satisfy nearly all collectors, from amateur to pro. Locate a picture, or in this case, a mirror on the wall, and remove it. Now is where we must test your carpentry skills. Bang a hole in the wall. Make sure you make the hole big enough to accommodate your vast collection. Now, simply hang your boogies carefully in the hole. Be careful now, don't let it drop inside. There you go. Now return the picture to its place on the wall, and no one will be the wiser. Wonderful! You have a beautiful secret boogie collection for your enjoyment at any moment's notice. Enjoy, my friend, enjoy.
So without further ado, let's have a listen to what the fact chucker has to chuck at us today.
The human shadow weighs 6.2 grams. This is fact.
Wow, that is amazing. The shadow weighs 6.2 grams. Wow, I did not know that. Did you, Factoro? You probably didn't. Oh, really? You're gonna fact check the fact chucker? Okay. Nope. Nope. No. You're just jealous, Factoro. Of course you're gonna say it's false. Of course. You're just embarrassed because the newbie on the show, Fact Chucker, out-chucked your fact-checking, and obviously you don't have anything else to say but false. I understand that. That's okay. That's okay. I get that. Wow. I never knew the human shadow weighed 6.2 grams. What else you got, Fact Chucker?
In an anomalous occurrence of broken gravity field, reflections manifest themselves as schizophrenia to the individual.
Wow.
Round 3.
No, it's heating.
I find myself alone, so far from home, away from family, friends, and you. I obsess over the clock that appears to have stopped of every passing second. I'm well aware, and I know that this distance don't seem fair, but soon I will be back home, I swear. Mom says Dad's gone gray, hard to picture him that way. When I go back in my mind, they're both the same. How I my eyes at night, you are always there. And I know that this distance don't seem fair, but soon I will be back home, I swear. Oh, I swear. Oh, I swear. It's cold here tonight, but in my mind's eye, I'm sitting by the fire next to you. I'll conclude with this: to those I miss, you're in my thoughts and always in my prayers. And I know that this distance don't seem fair, but soon I will be back home, I swear. Oh, I swear. Oh, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Micah, let's go!
Well, it's that time again where we have to say goodbye. It's not always easy, but for me, it's a different story because I really have to eat some food because I've been up like tweaking all night long. And when I say tweaking, I don't mean any sort of illegal substance, just using the legal stuff that you get over the table in a way that is not intended. And so I don't think I'm breaking any laws. But I really need to get some food because I got the jitters. Anyway, I had so much good time, and I think you did too, and I think almost you had more gooder time than even me. And so
Right.
I want to say thank you for that because that's what I was hoping for.
Right.
And it's all about good times. It's like you have bad
Right.
times, but you try to balance the bad times with
Right.
good times, and you just take what you get. Just take it.
Right.
Take it as much as you can. And so in the end, we're all going to end up in the same place. The finish line is the same place, death. And so, and that is something that is a little scary because it's unknown. And actually, I try not to think about that. So I'm not going to talk about like how you don't know when you're going to die. You could die right now. You could die tomorrow. And so that is something that you really don't want to think about too much because you could obsess over it. And then you think about, well, I could die just like a tree falling on me. I could die stepping out in the road to rescue a kitten and get ran over by a bus full of kids. And just think of the trauma that would cause the kids, let alone the trauma it would cause me as I'm dying. And so I just think that if you think about that, then you're going to think about, well, should I even cut those vegetables for dinner? And I've got a lot of knives. Or should I answer that door? What if that's a hitman sent out by like some foreign national hit squad or something? Because they have those, and the rounders out there in the scientific community, all the rounders, they have it out for me because I'm exposing their lies about the world and the true nature thereof. And they don't like the fact that I'm saying, hey, look, everything you're feeding the people is wrong, and I could see through your lies. So the Rounders have it out for me? Yes. Am I going to die by them? I'm going to give them a fight. And that's part of the show. I'm fighting, y'all. I'm fighting the hard fight. I'm fighting the good fight. I'm fighting the bad fight. I'm fighting. I don't care. Thank you, Facturo. I think that you still have a job here because we need to balance what the fact chucker puts out. All he does, he puts out facts. And the Facturo, he cross-examines those facts. And then I am the moderator to make sure that it's fair and that both sides don't gain the upper hand on one another. And as long as I've got a supply of AA batteries, I think Fact Chucker will be with us for a long time. So thank you guys, thank you both. Tyler Harris, we hope that you get back here next week and we're pulling for you. And everyone have a good night. And thank you so much for our musical guest. And we'll see you next time.
Warning, no children were allowed to watch this program. If you are a child and have watched this program, your parent will spank you.